Hey guys, and welcome to this Norwex demonstration. My name is Tara Gernan, and I have been a Norwex consultant for about 1.5 years, and I've been a customer for over 8 years. I'm glad you're here today, and I would love to know in the comments if you've ever heard of Norwex before. Many people haven't. It's only in about 4% of homes in America. So I'd also like to know, what is your biggest cleaning issue that you would love to solve? I want to share some things with you that are going to absolutely solve issues in your home and help you to radically reduce time cleaning, effort, spending, impact on the environment, and most important, to radically reduce chemicals in your home. I don't know if you know it or not, but the air inside of our homes is often deemed more polluted than the air outside. It's a really good thing to open your doors and windows every once in a while and just let fresh air in. That's just a pro tip. So what we'll talk about today is our Safe Haven 5+. That's 5 products that will remove over 80 chemicals from your home and radically improve your health and all of those things that I just listed. We will go into those 5 in about 30 minutes time, and that way I honor your time and you can get back to your family. So before I do that though, as we're loading people in, make sure that if you are watching this after the live, that you would please post #replay. That alerts me that you have watched it, and if you have any questions, I can come back and I can answer those. And also, for those of you that are here on the live, I'm giving something away today. Make sure that you are active in the comments, because whoever is most active is going to win that giveaway. And I promise you, it's going to be something that you will want. So the 5 products that I will be demonstrating are called the Safe Haven 5+. So again, welcome, and in the comments post if you've heard of Norwex before and what your biggest issue is that you're hoping to solve. Again, as we're having people load in, I just want to show you a couple of projects that are taking place in my kitchen. Over here, you can see I have it set out. We have our laundry detergent out. This will last about 4 to 6 months in your home. You don't need very much of it. It's a small scoop. It also comes in strip form, and we also have a liquid form. This is Norwex laundry detergent, and that is a free and clear line. Doesn't look free and clear to me, does it? Not at all. We also have dryer balls. We have even skincare, and the skincare has radically changed the biome of my skin. I'm super, super happy with it. We have hair care, and we even have bath towels that will save you time and cleaning effort because they're infused with silver, and we'll talk about that in the demonstration. I only have to wash them about every 2 weeks. They self-purify and they dry really quickly, and they also exfoliate my skin. But here are the projects that I want to show you. So every once in a while, I want to clean my makeup brushes and my sponges. I use my Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent, just one small scoop of that, and that is the nasty that came out of my makeup brushes and my sponges. Disgusting. Time to get rid of that water. So gross. All right, I also am I put my makeup on this morning. I thought I would show you how our face and body cloths work. You no longer need makeup remover, soap. You no longer need shaving cream. You just run this cloth up your legs twice, and then you can shave without using shaving cream, which has a lot of things that people are highly allergic to, like SLS. So this is my makeup, my eyeliner, my mascara, my foundation, and as I am washing my body, I'm also exfoliating my skin. And look at that. In seconds, all of that makeup is loaded up into my microfiber cloth, and I didn't have to use any soap. There's no residue left on my body, nothing but my cloth that exfoliates. These come in packs of 3. And the last thing that I want to show you is over here. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit and let you see, again, using my Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent in a large bucket. I have my oven grates, and my microwave filters are being soaked in that. And all I have to do is put it in warm water and let it soak for like 20 to 30 minutes. And the food mostly falls off, and then I give it a light wipe with a Brillo pad, and they look fantastic. All right, so we are going to launch in right now. In 30 minutes, I hope to blow your mind. we are going to talk about the 5 products I told you about. This is our EnviroCloth. I'm going to put it into a cup of water while I'm talking, and it's going to go to work absorbing all of that water. With Norwex, you can stop buying paper towels. Did you know that the average family spends close to $600 to $1,200 on paper towels and cleaning products that are single use? Norwex towels, all of our cloths, all have a 2-year warranty and last far beyond that time frame. So no single use. This is our limited edition Christmas window cloth. We'll talk about the EnviroCloth's best friend, the window cloth. This is our dusting mitt. We'll talk about our dusting products. We will also get into our muscle in a jar. Some jobs are a little bit harder and a cloth won't pick it up, and you need something that has a little bit more muscle, and that's our power paste. And we will also talk about our laundry detergent. I've already shown you a couple of ways. If you would like the hacks for that, just post hacks, and I can send you hacks for the dusting mitt, hacks for the laundry detergent. I would love to send you that hack list. So let's begin. Let's check it out and see, did it absorb the water? There we go. You can see there's no water left in my measuring cup. I'm just simply going to wring it out. So you would work with your microfiber wet, simply taking it over to your sink when it's dry, run it under the sink, get it wet. Once it's absorbed all of that water, you wring it out, and look, there's no water left. So I'm cleaning with it damp, not running wet. And we're going to see a black light demonstration that will show you how Norwex works. Norwex can remove up to 99% of bacteria. And when I say remove, I mean remove, not kill. It's not killing the bacteria that's on our countertops and all of the different surfaces in our home. But because of the channel weave of this, it's able to physically remove 99% of bacteria. This is called mechanical cleaning. This is called chemical cleaning. Not good for our health, single use, not good for the environment. That container goes into the landfill. This cloth will last you 2 years, and it's also recyclable. It can go back to Norwex at the end when you feel it's done. Some cloths last 5 years. So it just depends on how well you care for them, and I'll share that with you, how to take care of them. 3 things set our microfiber apart. Number 1, if I were to take out a hair and cut it in lengthwise strips 6 times, that would classify as a microfiber. Most of us probably don't like microfiber because when we touch it, it picks at our skin, and that doesn't feel good. Is that you? I would love to know. It used to be me. But remember I told you my face and body cloth is constantly exfoliating. All of those picky skin, all of that callus is gone off of my skin. And then our microfibers are 1/200th. That same hair, but cut at minimum 1/200th. So in this cloth, it is so densely woven that it leaves nothing behind. I would like to know, would you rather have 8 hands helping you clean, 1/6 of a microfiber, or 202 hands helping you clean? With Norwex microfiber, you have 202 hands helping you mechanically pick everything up, leaving nothing behind. This is called the everything cloth, and it's been labeled for when your husband or your kids say, "Mom, I don't know which cloth. What do I use this one for?" It tells you on the cloth. It also has our emblem right here, this cute little bird. That is our 30th anniversary emblem. Norwex is not a new company. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary. Anything that says backlock or has that little bird on it has silver infused in the depths of the fibers. Silver, if you know anything about silver, it is antimicrobial, antifungal, and antibacterial. That simply means that the cell walls of fungus, mold, and mildew, the silver actually eats it away and breaks down the cell wall so that that cannot continue growing. No stinking, no molding, no mildewing in our cloths. That's a win. So that's 2 things that set our cloth apart. And the third thing is how densely woven it is. Not only is it 1/200th at minimum, not only does it have silver, I want you to post in the comments how many miles, and I did say plural S, how many miles of fabric do you think are in this one cloth? post it in the comments. There are 1,800 miles of fabric within this cloth. That means that if I were to start unraveling it and completely unravel it, this one cloth would stretch from the border of Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. That is a lot of fiber helping you clean. And that's why, again, I say you can pick up 99% of all dirt, dander, debris, dust, all of the things that are in your house. Are you ready to see it though? I've told you it does that. Are you ready to see it? So I am going to sprinkle on a plate down here some Glow Germ. This is not a Norwex product. It is just something that hospitals use and daycares to train technicians and children to make sure that surfaces have properly been cleaned and that no dust or germs or anything is left behind. Now, most of us, this is what I used to clean with. I would have just grabbed my wipes and gone to town wiping my surfaces. Have you ever read the back? Said no one, right? Most of us have never read the instructions on the back of this container. I'm going to show it to you really quickly. I've highlighted some key things that I want to talk about. There is a federal law not to use this inconsistent to the instructions. It also tells us that there's dwell time. Do you know what dwell time is? Does anyone know what dwell time is? I didn't until I started working for Norwex and had to read this. Dwell time simply means that for whatever time the product says, I'm supposed to keep that surface wet. Keep using enough wipes, enough spray, enough whatever to keep that surface wet. This one requires a 4-minute dwell time. And then, get this, you're supposed to then come back 10 minutes later. Guys, that is 14 minutes of our time to clean one surface. I don't have that much time to clean a surface. I want to do it much faster than that, and Norwex allows you to do that. You're supposed to then come back with a cloth and water and wipe it all down. And that is simply because if I don't, I have not only wiped the surface, but I have spread the germs around that are in, not the germs, but the chemicals that are in this wipe. I've spread it all around the plate. It would be like me going out into my yard and spraying some Roundup, but never going out and pulling out the weeds, just leaving them there. We're leaving them on our countertops to then be picked up by our fingers, picked up by our food, things that we're setting down on our countertops. So let's get to town and I will show you. I'm just right now spreading that Glow Germ around. Let's turn you down here to where you can see it. All right, you can see where the Glow Germ has been all spread around. It's now all over my gloves. I am going to turn our lights down so that we can see it actually do its job and glow. This is my black light. And can you see all of that glowing? So the germs spread everywhere. Did you know that within this container, in the ingredients, they are able to hide 3,000 chemicals? The United States bans 11 of the 86,000 chemicals that are in use today. Canada bans 500. The EU, European Union, bans 1,800 chemicals. But Norwex says no to 2,700 chemicals. If you would like that no-no list, put that in the comments and I can get that to you. So I'm going to show you a comparison between the two. Most of us would have grabbed our wipes and we would just start wiping the surface down. And then once it looked clean to the naked eye, most of us would, I'm gonna wipe my table down too because I feel like some of it, most of us would just stop there. But watch, I want you to see what I did. All I did, can you see how the germs are just all spread around? So you can see all of the streaks. That is just the chemical, and the bacteria is now spread everywhere, okay? Now I'm going to use my Enviro cloth. When you clean with your Enviro cloth, you want it as flat as possible. And I'm just going to simply wipe and show you what I like to call the line of divide. Can you see that? Right there, that's all of the chemical. in the wipes, and then you can really see the black light, but no, look, you can see that line right there, boom, where I used the EnviroCloth, and then there's more of the chemical. All right, and oftentimes we would just use that same wipe if it's still wet, and we would just go back and we would just wipe that surface again. But then look at what happens. It just spread it around. Maybe if I put something, I feel like it's not super dark, you can't see it that well. All right, yeah, you can still see where it has just spread that chemical around. Then Norwex does not cross-contaminate. I can use that same cloth, that same space. You see it has the glow germ in it. I can go back over that same space and then move on to a different one because it does not cross-contaminate. So I'm just going to clean that surface. I'm going to clean the bottom. And I'm going to wipe the table so no glow germ shows up anywhere. And look at that. There's nothing left on that plate. Nothing but a sparkling clean, that purple, no chemical, nothing left. It has picked up everything. And I don't know if I told you or not, I also, per the instructions, I'm supposed to wear a glove because in 27 seconds, those chemicals can transfer into my bloodstream. So when you're using these wipes, make sure that you wear gloves. I do hope that after today, though, you will not even want them anymore. They're expensive and they don't work. You got to see that with the wipes. They just spread things around and cross-contaminate. All right, so the last thing I want to say about the EnviroCloth is that you are supposed to clean with it flat. So you fold it and you have this flat square. Then when that one's dirty, I move to this one. Those two are dirty, I move to this one, and I have 2 more. And then guess what? There's 4 more clean sides, okay? So that's how you can clean 99% of your house. What I do is as I get to a sink, I just run it under warm water, rub it together, agitate it, and let all of that dirt and debris wash down the sink. When I'm all done cleaning, I simply hang it by its tag, and the silver goes to work killing 99% of bacteria and fungus and mold from growing. Let's look at what it would look like to clean things that we want shiny, like stainless steel, windows, mirrors, all of those different things that get covered in slobber, fingerprints, grease, dog slobber, toothpaste, all of those different things. So this is our body balm. This is really good for your elbows, your cracked heels, your lips. You can even use it as a diaper balm for rashes. So I'm spreading that on the mirror just to represent all of the different things that we get on our surfaces. All right, and so if I were to use a paper towel and try and get that off, I'd be here a while. I would leave the fabric from the paper cloth. From the paper towel, it would leave all of that residue there, and it would just spread things around. And not even to mention, like if I were to use a spray, a window spray, the window sprays are expensive. The jar goes into the landfill. They contain things like ammonia that in the right amounts can burn your nose hair, burn your esophagus. It can actually even burn your skin. If a child were to take it out from under a sink and spill it on themselves, they can get burned from it. It also has cadmium in it, which is a metal that is used in batteries. That is in Windex, and we're breathing that in. Plus, it just doesn't do that effective of a job. It pushes things around. So the EnviroCloth has a best friend called the window cloth, and I'm gonna show you how quickly I can just remove all of that grease, the slobber, the oils that I was cooking with on my stove top. Very quickly, very easily, I removed it all. But you can see there's some streaks, so I wouldn't want to leave it like that. I would come back with my window cloth. They come in all kinds of patterns, and anything that you want to shine, you just simply shine it up with this polishing cloth to a brilliant, glistening, streak-free shine in a second. It didn't take me any time at all. All right, look, I bet you could even see into my nose hairs that aren't getting burned because it's just a cloth and water. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. Anything you want to shine. And though this is called the basic package, they come together. At the end, I'm gonna have a shopping cart loaded in with some suggestions for you, some bundles that will save you money, and I'll have some individual things if you just wanna start small. So look for that shopping cart post. The next thing we're going to move into is our dusting mitt. So Norwex has a different dusting system that reduces your dusting time. That's because dust has a negative charge. And we are going to positively charge our dusting mitt in any of our dusting products. You simply rub your hand across it, and now the mitt is statically charged and it's going to pick dust up like a magnet. If you have our mop system or get our mop system, it comes with an amazing rubber brush. I highly recommend you get the brush. Lots of hacks for this brush. If you'd like the hacks for the brush, post brush hacks. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm statically charging it, and then guess what? It's two-sided, so once this side's dirty, I just flip it over. I can also clean my blinds and my screens by getting this damp like I did with my Enviro cloth, not dripping wet, just damp, and I can clean my screens and my blinds very easily. I love another thing about it is that because it's a mitt style, I can pick things up and dust them like that. But let's see how it works. I'm going to turn my camera down one more time for you to see this. We're going to use flour because I don't want to go running around my house, and I'm going to put some dust on my cutting board. This cutting board is made out of rice husk. It is a Norwex cutting board that has a slip-proof guard on the back, has an edge here to catch juices. It has a little spot to hang if you want to hang it up. And again, it is food grade so that nothing chips into your food. No plastics, no wood, nothing like that is getting into our foods. So my mitt is already statically charged. Remember, you just rub it, and now it's going to pick up all of that dust like a magnet. I'm even going to put a little bit of the dust into that channel just to show you how effectively it works. Did you know that dust has been found to have over 45 chemicals? And then we're breathing that in all the time. It is really important, and one of the best ways to reduce allergens in your home is to dust. With Norwex dusting products, you only dust about every 2 weeks is what I'm finding in my home, because look, it's picked it all up, and I'm not using a spray. Sprays simply are attractants and pull the dust out of the air, causing us to do what? Use more spray. Dust more often. Go to the store and buy more spray. With Norwex, your cloth is probably going to last you your entire life. If you're like me, though, you have 2 dusting mitts because you just love them and you keep one in your car. That's one of the hacks. So that's how it works. And then once my mitt is loaded, I would just go over to my trash can and brush it all into the trash can, or go outside and you can bang it off against a wall. So that's our dusting mitt, and we do have other wands and things that I'll show you in a minute when we talk about our superior mop system. So hold on to your hats for that. All right, so we have already talked about 3 products. We're now going to move over here to my oven. I've heated it up to about 170 degrees, its lowest setting, and I'm going to show you. Now, this is what my oven used to look like. Can you see that? That's what it used to look like, and now this is what it looks like all the time. Using our paste and a Sperry sponge or just a steel wool, once you get all of that baked on food, it doesn't return, and it's a super easy wipe, which I'm going to show you. Super easy job to keep your oven clean inside. Remember, I'm washing my grates too. Here's some other things you can do with the paste. Your shoes, the white soles on your shoes. Bathtubs, removing rust, making them look brand new. The first time I used it, my husband literally freaked out. And that's tables outside. It can remove marker. Permanent marker can be removed using the paste. Remember, I told you if the job's a little bit harder, sometimes you need extra power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this wet in the sink, running it under water, wringing it out, and it's just wet. And then my oven has been preheated, and now I'm just going to flake off a little bit in the jar. If it's not wet, it's very pasty and chalky, but once you get it wet, either with your Enviro cloth or my Brillo pad, it turns into a spreadable paste that's going to take off any food debris that's in your oven. And I also use this on my shower doors, not with this Brillo pad, that would scratch them. We have different things, even your EnviroCloth would be good for that. So I'm just gonna give it a quick scrub like that, and it is absolutely amazing how it pulls everything up. I would get all of the paste off, and then I would follow it with my window cloth. I wanna make sure that the surface isn't too hot, because heat directly from a stove or oven will actually melt your cloths. So you don't want it to be too hot. And hopefully you can see that it is picture perfect, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This towel, actually, this is a Norwex hand towel with silver infused, has a little strap on the back and it locks down so my towels don't go missing. Love those chenille towels. So, speaking of towels, I'm gonna take this dish towel, put in some water, and while I'm presenting, I'll show you again how you can get rid of paper towels. So I'm just putting it into a cup of water and letting it soak. These are our silicone lid wrappers. It replaces saran wrap. All right, the last thing I want to talk about, you're probably wondering, okay, she just picked up Glow Germ, she picked up grease, she picked up stuff from her oven. Now what with the claws? They're dirty. Remember, you just simply go to your sink, run it under warm water. No, I think someone must have been calling. Run it under warm water and rinse it out, hang it to dry. But every 2 weeks, or some people like to wash theirs every week. Every 2 weeks, you want to launder it in something that is free and clear. Norwex products, remember that 2700 no list is free and clear, I guarantee it. There are no sulfates, no phosphates, no chlorine bleach, no fillers, no optical brighteners, no animal testing, no. Lots of no's in our laundry detergent, but it also lasts a long time. I don't recommend you follow the guidelines here. I can give you some pro tips on how to save money and save product and not use quite so much. So this is how you would launder it. I recommend Norwex because this has been known to literally heal eczema, allergies, all of those things, because it doesn't have those harmful chemicals in them, and people have miraculous stories using our laundry detergents. So I highly recommend it. And every 2 weeks, you just want to wash it in something that is free and clear, no bleach, and no nothing linty like your towels. You wouldn't wash it together with your towels, something more like what I'm wearing. So there are a couple of steps, and I will, if you make a purchase, I would send that to you so that you can properly care for your cloths and not void your warranty. So let me just look around real quick. We're gonna move on to the last thing I wanna talk about, which is our Superior mop system. And I wanna show you, look at that. It has already picked up all of that water. And look, the towel's not even, let me turn it over. The towel is not even done picking up. We'll let that sit just a little longer. So with Norwex, you end up spending less time cleaning, less money. You learn about toxins. You can earn by hosting a party. If your wish list is getting so big and you're wanting everything, you can host a party like today. I do them in person. I do them online. We have Tuesday mega parties, all kinds of ways that we can host a party and you can earn. But with our mop system, there are 3 ways to get it. One, just buy it outright. It's around $130, and it is a system that has all kinds of additions. We have a grout brush that can be attached to it. We have these handy dandy scrubbers that are great for hard to reach spots. Some things that are amazing about it. So 1, you could buy it. 2, you can host a party, and most hostesses are able to buy their mop for free with the credits that they earn. Right now, in the month of November, we are offering 50% off our skincare line. So this is what our hostesses are able to get for 50% off. But back to our mop, the 3rd way to get it is to become a consultant, and you get a whole packet for $10. Crazy. It's a whole packet of about $300 in stuff. So I'm about 5'5", so you can see it's close to 6 feet long. It's telescopic, so your children can help you clean. You can reach high to reach spaces if you're really tall. But when you clean with it, you want it to be about at your chin to nose level, and that's gonna be the best on your back ergonomically. It also has this awesome little shelf right here. I can hang it on door frames, bookshelves, whatever, while I'm cleaning. This is going to keep it from falling against the wall. And it's also, if there's a black scuff mark, I can use it to remove scuff marks on the floor. So if you were to get the mop, it would come with a telescopic handle, then allows you to put on all of these different additions. It also comes with this base. This is the large base. And it comes with a dusting pad. This is what I vacuum with now. This is my dry vacuum. Think yellow, sunny yellow for dry. And then it comes with a wet pad. This is what I mop with. It's just like the EnviroCloth. I just get it wet, wring it out, and then I'm cleaning my floor with just a cloth and water. All right, it does lock down. You see it swivels. It does lock down, and no longer will it swivel. That way I can dust my walls. Can you believe it? You can dust your walls. And I think so this is where it pops off easily like that. And you can add on things like our dusting wand. This comes off, this little handle. That also has something extra. Look at that, crazy. Has that little teeny tiny brush that's good for keyboards, inside your car, all the different things. Or you can do things like put the handle on and you hold it by hand, or it can be added to our mop. So all I would do if I want to dust high shelves, high corners, I would plug that in there like that. I like to use the chenille side, and if I want to do a shelf that's high, now I can extend it and get that shelf easily. If I want to get to my ceiling fans, I'm going to bend it again, and now I can do my ceiling fans. Remember to statically charge it using the brush or your hands. And let's finish out with, what did I do? Ah, there it is. All right. So pop this back in very easily, and I statically charge it with the brush or your hand. And now I'm just going to go around, and I want to show you, and go around and just pick up dog hairs, dirt, dander, and hopefully you can see that I have offset. This is pretty heavy. I have offset the base right here. The pad is actually longer than the frame, and that's because when I clean, it naturally kicks itself up, and I'm dusting my baseboards at the same time. If I feel like it's not got enough, I can offset it pretty as far as I want, really. You've got a higher baseboard. And then when I mop, the same thing. I've just dusted it, then when I go back with my mop pad, it does the same thing. All right, so I want to show you how all I've done. It's gone around, and it gets up under refrigerators, under the stove. Because it lays flat like that, I'm able to get up under those things. But look at how much I picked up. It's holding on. It's not flying off in the air. And then I just use my brush and brush it off into the trash can. Okay, easily take that off, hang it up, we're all set. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with my wet, pre-wrung out pad. I'm gonna offset it again. And that way, as I'm mopping, it's also mopping my baseboards. It dries very quickly. Children can be in the area. Children can even do the mopping. You don't have to yell at your husband anymore because they're getting everything, their footprints, because it dries so quickly. The last thing that I have for you, remember, you're going to see a post in a moment that is going to have a cart in it. Now, don't freak out. It has about $1,600 in product. If you want to buy that much, go for it. I would love it. But most of us don't have a budget that large. Remember, you can host a party, or in that cart, you just simply remove, 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 remove. You can even add things. If there's something that you wanted that's not in that cart, you can add those things. So specify, make the cart specific to your needs. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me, and I would be happy to answer any of your questions and help you find the best products for you. We do have bundles that will save you money, and I have some shop offers that will be turned on for the next 48 hours. So I just want to close out. For anyone who will answer these 4 questions, I would like to ask you 4 questions. Number 1, and I had them written out. Now, where did they go? And here. All right. So number 1, would you give me your phone number? The reason I want your phone number is because our cloths do come with a warranty, and they come back with everything comes with a money back guarantee. If for any reason you wanted to return anything, I'm going to check in with you and make sure that you're happy with everything and you're using it properly. With mechanical cleaning, there are some techniques, and if you don't get wowed by your products, you're probably not using them right. And I want to reach out and make sure that you're using them correctly. All right, so would you give me your phone number? Put your number in the comments, or if you're uncomfortable with that, you could simply message it to me. And I promise that if you get a text from me, it's me. It's not a robot. It's me working my business and serving you and taking care of you. Not hounding you for a sale, but I really want you to be happy with the things that you choose. So would you give me your phone number? The second thing is, I've mentioned it a couple of times, if you would like to host a party, there are so many ways to do it. We can do it in person, online, just passing out catalogs to friends. There's lots of ways to do that. And my hostesses often earn anywhere from $100 to $250 in free products. If you would be interested in hosting and sharing Norwex with your friends and family, I'm sure your wish list has grown, and I'm sure you know someone that you would like to help them reduce chemicals and get a safer haven. If you would like to do that, would like more information on hosting a party, would you post yes, no, or maybe by number 2? Number 3 is my VIP group. I've shared a couple of hacks today, like the projects that you saw over here. If you would like to be a part of my VIP community, I do tips, I do hacks, I do tricks, I do just fun, engaging posts where we just have conversations. Hey, I'm struggling with this. What have you found that works? And my families that are in there, they just jump on and they answer those questions. And sometimes I have information to share. If you would like to be a part of my fun VIP group, post VIP yes, no, yes or no, and I will send you an invite to that. Last of all, if you would like information on the business, I absolutely love what I do. I have a blast and I'm actually earning money. You could get started right away earning 35% of everything that you share and sell. You also receive a 35% discount, and my home is now stocked with everything. I don't have to pay for the things that I give away to you. I earn them. I love what I do, and I would love to share that with you. Again, it was only about $10 for my mop, my basic package set, my Safe Haven 5 set, around $10. I just paid for the shipping. If you would like information on the business, would you post number 4? Yes, no, or maybe. And don't worry about if you forget what those questions were. They're also loaded into the next post that you will see. I will put our shopping link at the top of this live. But if you just go to the groups section on your main menu, you'll see groups on the main menu where it's your name, it's all of the groups and all of the different categories. Go to groups, and then you can scroll back through our community and you can see all of the posts that were there, and you will see my shopping posts and information, and you can grab my phone number from your hostess. If you have questions, I'm here to help you. Guys, I thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you have found something that you feel will work for your family. Thank you so much. Have a great day.